Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be diving into the Porcupine Tree concert Blu-ray closure continuation live in Amsterdam. So this version came in a trifold cardboard case that includes both Blu-ray and DVD discs of the concert and a booklet with several band photos and the concert set list. Here's a quick look at the booklet. Some nice pictures. Stick around until the end and I will display the full set list for this concert. So I attended the Closure Continuation tour when it stopped by the Anthem in Washington, D.C. It was my first time there and it is definitely one of the better concert venues I have been to. In 2021, after about a 10-year hiatus, Porcupine Tree triumphantly returned to the scene with a new album, Closure Continuation, whose title quickly led people to ask, is this a farewell or a legitimate continuation of the band? We'll find out. During this hiatus, Porcupine Tree mastermind Steve Wilson went on to have a very successful solo career, releasing 7 solo albums and also becoming one of the most sought-after audio engineers, doing remixes of some of the most acclaimed albums from such legendary bands as Yes, King Crimson, and Jethro Tull. The reunion featured Wilson on guitar, bass, and vocals, Gavin Harrison on drums, and Richard Barbieri on keyboards. Original bassist Colin Edwin was either not invited or chose not to participate on the new album and tour. I suspect it was probably the former, but, who knows. Longtime tour guitarist and backing vocalist John Wesley was also not part of the tour, but joining them were Nate Navarro on bass and Randy McStein on guitar and backing vocals, and they did a good job. I'll keep it short and just say that I'm not the biggest fan of the new album, as to me it sounds more like Wilson's solo material, which I just haven't been able to get into nearly as much as the older Porcupine Tree stuff. Fortunately for us though, the concert also featured 14 other songs, including most of the essential Porcupine Tree classics, so all is good. Closure Continuation Live was filmed on November 7th, 2022 at the Ziggo Dome Arena in Amsterdam, Netherlands, in front of about 17,000 people. The concert kicks off with one of the band's finest and heaviest songs, Blackest Eyes, from their awesome Deadwing album. Barbieri's ethereal keyboards announce the song's intro before Wilson joins in with some moody slide guitar, and then da-da-da-da-da-da-da. The bass and drums kick in and we're off to the races. Blackest Eyes is the quintessential Porcupine Tree song in that it is brutally heavy at times, yet simultaneously so melodic and beautiful. What an opener. So next up, Wilson addresses the crowd a bit and announces that they will be playing all of the new Closure Continuation album, to a scattering of applause. They would, however, mix in those songs 2 or 3 at a time instead of playing it from start to finish, thankfully. Harridan was the first single released from the new album and the first one played here, and it is one of the better ones. It's definitely another very heavy number and is worth the price of admission just for Gavin Harrison's monster drumming. I mean, if you're not yet familiar with this guy, look him up right now. Go ahead. Look him up. Next up is the gorgeous new ballad Of the New Day, which is probably my favorite new song from the album. In stark contrast to that is Rat's Return, a heavy foreboding song that alternates jagged metal riffs with spooky atmospheric passages. So the first shit-eating grin moment of the concert for me, however, was when Wilson tore into the opening distorted slide guitar chords to Even Less, my favorite song off the band's 1999 Stupid Dream album. Now we're talking. Porcupine Tree have a handful of magical songs that I could listen to every day and never really tired of, and The Sound of Muzak is one of those songs. It's always an emotional experience seeing it performed live as well. Steven Wilson has humbly said that he doesn't consider himself to be a particularly great guitarist, but he certainly is. And his solo on this song is one of my all-time favorites. It's a song within a song, really. One of the unexpected highlights of the concert for many of us was the incredible performance of the Lightbulb Sun album Deep Cut. Last chance to evacuate planet Earth before it is recycled. Whew, wow, it's a mouthful. The second half of the song features a spoken word recording from Heaven Gate's cult leader Marshall Applewhite, where he ended it by saying, "If I could title this tape, it would be Last Chance to Evacuate Planet Earth Before It Is Recycled." Unfortunately, they would all commit mass suicide after. I mean, it's a heavy subject matter, but the song is stunningly beautiful and really trippy sounding. So I consider 2007's Fear of a Blank Planet to be the last great masterpiece of an album by Porcupine Tree. The album's title track is a masterpiece in its own right, and their performance here was phenomenal. Wilson's brilliant lyrics couldn't be more relevant today, and the haunting video that was released with this song is played on the big screen behind them to really drive it home. Buying New Soul from 2001's Recordings compilation album really showcases the uniqueness of Richard Barbieri's instantly recognizable keyboard sound, and this live version was practically hypnotic. As we get nearer to the end of the set, the boys break out one of their most endearing prog epics, Anesthetize. At nearly 18 minutes, this magnum opus never overstays its welcome, and once again, Gavin Harrison simply puts on a drum clinic here. Wow. Porcupine Tree close out this incredible concert with what many consider to be their best song, Trains, and I personally consider it to be one of the best songs of the 21st century. It is simply a perfectly crafted song and the perfect way to end the show. So the Closure Continuation Live Blu-ray features 3 outstanding audio mixes: LPCM stereo, DTS master audio, and Dolby Atmos. I'd mentioned previously about Wilson's audio engineering accolades, and he certainly lives up to the hype here, as these are some of the best concert video mixes you are likely to hear. If I have one minor quibble though, it's that the bass level seemed a little bit high, particularly the LFE signal going to the subs, but it's easy enough to adjust that on a decent AVR. The video was filmed in 1080p HD, and the picture quality was pretty much perfect. I mean, not much else to add there. The camera work was good overall, emphasizing slow, sweeping shots and providing a decent mix of close-ups and longer shots from every angle. But do we really need quite so many crowd shots? I don't think so. There was something kind of bland about the way this concert was presented to me, though. It looks more like a beautifully shot movie than an exciting concert video, if that makes any sense. I thought the 2 previous Porcupine Tree concerts, Anesthetize and Arriving Somewhere, were much more electrifying to watch, actually. Maybe it's because I was at the show in DC and remember it having a more raw and exciting edge to the performance, which wasn't quite fully captured here, or perhaps I just missed seeing Colin Edwin and John Wesley up there, as they were such integral parts of the band every time I've seen them live before. So there were no special features included, but the total running time is a whopping 154 minutes. Thank you. The set list shown here features 21 songs, including all 7 from the new Closure Continuation album, and a decent cross-section of the rest of their catalog. As for my ratings of this Blu-ray concert, my overall production rating is a 9 out of 10, and my overall performance rating is an 8 out of 10. I think it's safe to say that if you are a big fan of the new Closure Continuation album and also enjoy your concert videos filmed with a more cinematic flair, then you are likely to be blown away by this DVD. It's that good. Otherwise, Closure Continuation Live is simply yet another meticulously produced Porcupine Tree concert video to add to your collection. I just hope it's not their last one. Alrighty then, that's it for me today. Let me know your thoughts on Closure Continuation Live or Porcupine Tree in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Catch you next time.